Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday night, August the 16th, the greatest wrestling event ever held at the Capitol Center will take place. On Saturday, August 16, the Samoans, the tag team champions, are scheduled to square off against the Polish power Ivan Putski and his tag team partner, Mr. USA Tony Atlas. The list goes on and on and on. It is indeed a wrestling spectacular second to none. But the real reason why this is such a special event, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're about to witness here. We have before us Larry Zbyszko, Bruno Sammartino, and the first Vice President of the World Wrestling Federation, Mr. Philip Zacko. We are here to witness the official signing of the main event, a lumberjack match. Perhaps the most grueling match in professional wrestling, a match in which every available wrestler will be surround the squared circle, ensuring that if either Zbyszko or Sammartino leaves the ring for any reason at all, then one or all of the principals on the outside will scoop them up, throw them right back in, and we shall have the culmination of the most bitter feud ever in pro wrestling in this no-holds-barred event. So, Mr. Zacko, if you would please proceed with the signing. Bruno Sammartino has made it official, and now for Larry Zbyszko. It is signed and sealed and will be delivered on that date. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Mr. Zacko now signing. So now it's official. And we could have a word with you, please, Mr. Zacko. We'd appreciate it.
Well, I'm very glad that this is over. This makes it official. And there's no question, this is one of the greatest bouts ever to be held in the Washington area. This is one great match, and I can sleep now since I got his name on paper.
All right, well, thank you very much. Philip Zacko, the first Vice President of the World Wrestling Federation, ladies and gentlemen, making it all official. And now the signatures are on the dotted line. If we may now, if we can be granted an interview with Bruno Sammartino. Bruno, how do you feel now that the signing is over?
I'm ecstatic. I'm the happiest guy in the world because this is what I wanted. I finally got this Judas, this traitor. I finally got him what I wanted because last time we were in Washington events, when he couldn't take it, when the heat got too hot for him, what did he do? He just took a powder, and then he made all these lousy, ridiculous accusations accusing me of having paid off the officials, referee, and everybody else, which I've resented. I've had many sleepless nights over this, Vince, and doggone it, I got him right where I want him. I want to know, what excuse can you use now, Zbyszko? You can't run out of that ring. There are going to be a lot of heavyweights there to throw you back in. And this time, there will be no escape, because, Vince, this time, when I get through with Larry Zbyszko, Judas will have been vanished for good and forever. As I said before, this is the Frankenstein that I created, and in Washington, D.C., it will come the end of this monster that I created. And that's our promise, Vince.
Thank you very much. Bruno Sammartino and his commentary, ladies and gentlemen, on the upcoming lumberjack match, the no-holds-barred event. If we may now, yes, coming into view, Larry Zbyszko, who has also made this official. Now, Larry, what thoughts are going through that brain of yours?
Well, I tell you, now, I'm glad that Phil Zacko and Bruno are so happy about this signing. But I just got one thing to say, because, you know, Bruno keeps with the lies and keeps with the deceit and never quits ever. But all I got to say is this. If you wanted me in that ring so bad, Bruno, that the last time in Washington, you wouldn't have paid off the referee and the officials and kept me out. And every time I tried to get in the ring, you kept me out by kicking me because the referee wouldn't hold you back. You don't want me in that ring, Sammartino, because you know if I do get in that ring, then I'm going to kick you all over the place. Well, you just think about one thing with all those lumberjacks around there, and tell your little fat friend Phil Zacko, too, that now I'm not going to get out of that ring, Bruno, and you can't leave that ring either. And you can't pay anybody off to keep me out. Because even if you throw me out, I'm going to come right back in. And I'm going to keep coming, Bruno, because I got more endurance than you, and I can go and go and go.
It is no holds barred. You
no
can't
holds
stop
barred.
the
I don't
match.
need
There's
bars
no
to
time
be
limit.
held. Because I'm telling you, if he wanted me in the ring, he wouldn't have kept me out of the ring in Washington last time. That's all I have to say. You're not getting rid of me this time, Bruno. I'm going to be in that ring the whole match. And you have no place to run either. So you and Zacko can stick that in your pen and sign it.
Larry Zbyszko and his commentary, and indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be undoubtedly the greatest wrestling event ever held at the Capitol Center. The date, once again, on Saturday night, August 16. We shall see the culmination, as we said before, the most bitter feud in the history of pro wrestling. Larry Zbyszko and Bruno Sammartino mix it up in the lumberjack main event.